Tropicana gets its roof torn off, Tropicana Stadium that the Tampa Bay Rays play in. And if you look into it, Tropicana orange juice was created in 1947 at the same time the U.S. military did their first ever experiment on a hurricane. You guys can look it up. 1947, first experiment on a hurricane. Bradenton, Florida is where Tropicana orange juice was created. In Bradenton. So you just happen to have Anderson.
I can have non-sexual orgasms within my body, pleasures that I didn't know were possible.
Fuck yeah. There's another short hat.
You deserve that, wrestler.
It's true. You do this.
It's damn near like a rite of passage in this. Oh my god, it's working.
Mandy says that Dolly grips harder than me. This is fucking unacceptable.
Get cold out, bitch. You don't grip enough.
I really haven't been gripping hard enough. You guys, I just found out I have cancer.
Bank account cancer?
Got cancer in your pee-pee?
You have cancer.
Alright, but seriously, donate some fucking money just because I might have cancer and just not know about it.
And to be fair, that is untreated, unknown cancer is the worst type of cancer because it's untreated.
Right,
so I think
and unknown.
For untreated cancer people, get out your wallets, open your wallets, open your heart.
I can't believe I have the worst type of cancer there is. This is tragic, I just need some money.
God is so good. The stillness is so gentle. The silence is powerful. See, because it's through the silence of our listening and our seeking that God reveals the wisdom. The wisdom is realized in the silence from within you. The silence within you is beyond the mind chatter, behind those gossiping and controlling voices that are always around, whether it's in your ears or around. There's voices and gossip and voices and words that want to control you, want to interrupt your peace, interrupt your silence. You choose what you allow.
Nah, thank you, Wolfpack. Me and mine are doing wonderful. Thank you for caring. I have a little unboxing post I'm going to make because I got me a survival kit off Temu, and I think that it's the coolest little shit ever. So right now, I'm waiting for the homies to get ready to play some squad. I got a few people on. I'm gonna do a gaming stream a little later tonight, like an hour or two, maybe. Might not even be that long. This is just a pre-game lobby if y'all wanna join. So, but I got some funny videos of some shenanigans people can get up to in squad. I want to share with y'all. So. Let's watch some of this. They're playing the terrorists.
Turn back fast. Clear.
Okay. Bismillah. Are you guys ready for the war?
Yes.
Those infidels.
Come.
Let us
No, brother.
We're gonna come on their face.
No, brother.
Come into their
No, brother, don't make it sus, brother.
We're gonna
Brother,
come
no! My fellow warriors and that suspicious sounding American. Today, We stand together as one, united by a common cause. As you can see, those OnlyFans coalition forces are headed our way, and they may be stuffed with unseasoned pork and burgers, but we are stuffed with falafel and kebab and our shared determination to defend our land, our people, and we shall them one by one and be victorious.
I don't agree with everything you said.
Why you don't agree?
No, I still believe in the cause, but there's just some details I don't agree with.
What kind of details you don't agree with? Let us hear, my brothers. We are very open to opinions. Reload your weapon, my friend.
If y'all want to get in on the squad game tonight, which is some stuff we're watching, you can definitely join the Discord, and we will let you in, and you can play with us. Bumpy told me to post my fish picture that I shared with CT's panel last night in the Discord. Hope that was okay. I think CT thinks I am nuts now based on his reaction. Well, let's see what that fish picture is. Well, I'll wait for you to get back to show it.
I Aladdined my daughter.
Okay. Guys, one of our brothers is breakdancing. Listen, if you don't get this car out of this home,
Give the camera.
5 minutes. We'll give you 5 minutes.
We need the camera.
If you don't get this car out of this home, you're going to get beheaded. Go.
Nah, shit. They're gonna.
I bet. We'll show it real quick. Let me see. Timestamp 10 hour and 30 minutes ish. I'm looking for it now. I'm sorry for being so dead air, everybody. Damn. That's a big ass fish. Holy shit. You don't look bad, Bubba. I've seen worse. That is a fucking big ass. Oh my god, I did CT so dirty. I'm screenshotting that. I'm screenshotting the shit out of that. Wolfpack, you do give big country boy energy. I should have known. I look like a mix between you and Bumpkin. For anybody curious. Wolfpack. God damn, what type of fish is that, bro? Is that deep sea or is that like on a lake? Jesus Christ, a big ass fucking fish. Excuse me while I clip this. Because it is the funniest. Oh, I did CT so dirty. I did CT so dirty. I gotta clip it. Wow. Oh Lord. Lake 53-pound blue cat versus a mud cat. Jesus Christ, that is a fucking massive fish. Did you take it home and gut it, or did you release it? Damn. Wow. Damn. That is fucking wild. I can't get it. I'm having a CT face right now. That fucking fish is massive. You know they say that there's fish out there that like. Oh my God! There's another one at your foot. God damn! You caught 2 of them big some bitches. God damn! What's the test line you're using? That is fucking wild. Jesus Cristo. Wow. Have y'all ever heard the old wives' tales or old rumors of the fish at the bottom of dams, like so big they can pull a tractor in? I mean, I don't know if I believe them, but my grandfather was in the army during Vietnam. He was a volunteer, and funnily enough, yeah, what's up, Panfooza? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. You want to know what rhymes with fishes?
As long as it don't violate TOS, sure. Does it violate TOS, Panfooza? You there, Bubba?
I love the state of Israel.
Hey, there you go. They are our greatest ally afterwards. I was expecting you. One day when I hit some of the old homies. By the way, we're playing squad. If you want to join us.
I don't have a computer that can run it.
Ah, damn.
I also don't have internet, so
Oh no.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's not like it's an issue. I just don't got it. I don't pay for the subscription.
You should steal your internet, just like people used to steal cable.
Yeah. Nah, it's just
Okay,
This
so
is
you released both. You released both of them. Were they both like 53 pounds?
the goddamn fish.
Hello. What's up, James? This is the pregame lobby. You're gonna join? Are you gonna join me and my homies for squad later?
Probably not, because I'll probably be in bed later. Because I didn't get very good sleep last night. And yeah.
I shall LARP as Central Command, and I shall give out positions on where the team needs to go on the map.
Get us completely BTFO'd looking at the wrong map.
Yeah, just like the real military.
Ooh. Oh wow, the record is 103 pounds. Jesus Christ, it's gotta be a big ass fish. But no, back to my story. My grandfather was in Vietnam, and it was in Texas. He was from Georgia. That's actually where he met my grandmother. I think it was near Belton, Texas, where he was deployed. I don't know exactly where. He has a UFO story too. I'll tell since he's passed and no one else can tell the stories. He was not drafted. He was a volunteer for Vietnam, and I don't know if they decided like, well, since you volunteered, you don't have to go die in a jungle. So they put him in a motor pool because he was a mechanic, and he was on a duty one night when they had a disappearance of 2 guys who were out in a lake fishing near a dam, and he wound up having to do the duty where you call the families and tell their family that their son was dead. And he said the hardest one that he ever had to do was this particular one. And he's like, because nobody's gonna believe it. And we don't even know if that's what happened. But like 2 days while they were looking for the guys, like 2 days down, like they were sending divers and shit, right? And he said the diver had gotten so scared that he just came up and refused to go back down because apparently he saw a catfish the size of a Volkswagen Beetle.
Jesus.
And the military just assumed because those guys were drunk, they fell in the water and like drowned. Because they found the boat that they were in, and it was like full of beer and whiskey bottles, and like some some were empty and some were left over. So they assumed that they fell in and drowned, and then got eaten by these catfishes.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't think. My grandfather's like, the only thing that's horrifying to me about that story is what if the catfishes got them if they were that big? What if it got them when they were alive?
Shit.
That's the only thing. And like my grandfather's like, yeah. And before he told me that story, what started that story is we were talking about catfishes and dams, and I told him how my principal back when I was in middle school told me a story about them pulling out a catfish when he was on base. That was by a dam that was like they had to have a fucking tractor, and the tractor struggled and almost got pulled in the fucking lake.
Yeah, catfish can get pretty fucking big. It's what was that one show? What was that one show? River Monsters? And it was like the guy would go in and like go catch all these like crazy river like fish and stuff in these rivers, and like, you know, find like these local legends about like these just gigantic creatures in the lake, and they would find them.
I think that show was on years ago.
Yeah, it's been off air for like 10 years. People are like now on TikTok. Like, what if he caught a monster that he couldn't get? Because like apparently he hurt his back during the filming of that show.
Yeah.
And I mean, but apparently his reasoning for getting stop doing the show is he basically found all the monsters the river monsters that he could reasonably capture. I think he captured pretty much all of them.
That's the thing. He literally he ran out of shit to catch.
And he was getting older, and one of the bigger ones in the later years of the show like almost broke his back. So
yeah.
So I mean,
yeah, when the body wears out, it wears out.
So it's just wild to me.
I've never gone fishing.
You've never been fishing?
Never been fit. What rock have you been living
I
in?
thought you was a redneck, Panfusa.
I'm a redneck I'm a hillbilly.
Either way, that's got to be some form of stolen valor. At that point,
how you gonna check? Let me see how red your neck is, boy. Let me see how soft your
I don't
hands
think they
are.
count. I don't think they check your redneck card.
You got a white neck, boy.
They haven't checked for my redneck card, so
Your Carhartt's not even
then I'm
fucking
from the
dirty,
country
boy.
too, and I come.
You know, your Carhartt's not even brown.
Your car's clean. What are you, some fucking pussy? No, it's no, I just never really liked fishing. I'm a patient person, but I'm not that patient.
So you hunt?
Yeah, I hunted before. I hunted hogs.
All right, you might have a redneck.
With because I specifically bought my first rifle to specifically hunt boar in Tennessee. I wanted to buy a Vishka 47, but COVID happened and then everything went up. So I bought an SKS, which is 762 by 39, and I would go hunt boars with my friends in the trees. Because, you know, you don't need a license to hunt boars. They're invasive species.
Oh, man. Tennessee, man. You said Tennessee, and I just put pictures of Tennessee in my head.
I don't know, James. I thought they would put pictures of Virginia.
No, Tennessee. Oh, no. I love Tennessee or Virginia. Forget Virginia.
Man, Georgia is the best state in the union, followed by Oregon. And that's
See, now the thing is that
I don't have enough experience in Georgia, so I don't know much about Georgia. I've only been to Georgia one time.
You should come to Georgia, James. We should go shoot guns.
I only been one time, so
you can come. Come drink moonshine and shoot guns with me, James.
So, do you live in the north part of Georgia?
No, but some of my family's from the Blue Ridge area. I live in Middle Georgia.
Ah, okay.
AKA.
Wow, I was probably only a couple hours away from you when I was down there in Georgia that one time. Because I was down there, right there near Chattanooga, that part of Georgia.
Ah,
I actually been through Georgia back in February. I flew from Houston to Nashville and drove from that all the way down to near the border in Valdosta. And all I gotta say is it's a very beautiful state, and I wouldn't mind it if it wasn't for the fact that my father's side of the family fucking lives there, and they're crazy as shit.
They're from Georgia. That checks out.
Yeah, but it's but no, Georgia's really nice. But I was originally born in South Carolina, in Myrtle Beach, so.
I would actually like to see Wolfpack. I'd actually like to see the whitetail. Have y'all ever hunted moose?
No.
No,
To be fair, I've never hunted.
we're too
I've
far
never
south.
hunted. I've never hunted, but I have fished.
I've never hunted moose either because like, you got to be up near fucking Idaho, Ohio, Montana, those areas, like really far up north to hunt. And like, I'm scared of meese. They're like a tank on 4 legs. Like, I'm into the whole hunter becoming the hunted thing, but like not when it's a wild animal.
I love seeing videos of like tourists going up there and like trying to fuck with like the local fauna, and then they fuck with the moose, and the moose is like the size of a fucking truck. They're fucking massive. I seen one time when I visited Yellowstone. They are not an animal to fuck around with.
That is fucking wild. I've seen some of the damage they do to cars. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, bro, they're fucking massive. Like they stand, like just them standing is like they're 8 feet tall almost. But it's
It's what?
no, but no, the only things I ever really hunted was boar because I never wanted to pay for a hunter's license because I'm a cheap piece of shit.
Yeah, I get that. I got that from my great grandfather, the whole cheap thing.
But I have made alcohol and moonshine before, so that's an addition to my redneck card.
Alcohol and moonshine.
Yeah. I built like engines and shit, so that's another addition. So I think I'm pretty hillbilly as it gets, you know.
I mean, that is fair.
I may not have the accent as prevalent anymore, but it's there.
That's fair. That reminds me, I love the fucking song, Copperhead Road. That's literally my childhood. I would play it, but it's obviously gonna be copyrighted like a motherfucker. James, have you ever heard Copperhead Road?
I think I've heard of the name. I don't remember if I've ever heard it. Let me look it up.
It's a great song. And fucking it reminds me of my childhood because like I literally, there's a scene in there where they're talking about working on old Dodges, and my the singer's dad and uncle, and like that reminds me of my childhood because my dad and my uncle both were like Mopar and Dodge Dodge bros, so like they literally like the one car I rebuilt with my dad, I believe it. I don't know what year. I want to say it's 68. Again, the year is probably wrong, but it was a Plymouth Sports Fury 2, and that motherfucker literally fucking made the earth shake when you crunk it. It was powder blue. We bored it out. I don't know how the diameter we bored it out to because he had to send it to a dude to do it. We didn't do that part ourselves, but we rebuilt every other part, including like the floorboards, because it was not the floorboards, because it was rusted out, so we had to weld in a new floorboard. That motherfucker got me so much pussy in high school, my last year of high school, before I quit.
Nah, brother, man, you gotta abstain from pussy. Pussy is the enemy.
Well, it's the enemy in the wrong context. He took it in the wrong context, but nevertheless,
See, you're both the same person, Panfuza. James is a Christian. You are a pagan. You are both very faithful, and you're like, no, you must abstain and be a strong man. And everyone else in society's like, nah, we good.
yeah, because most
paganism.
people have given up on society because of how
No, it's just women, man,
deteriorated.
bitches.
Going
My
back
lord.
to doesn't help women. Doesn't help. But that song is by Steve
Early.
Early, yeah. I think I do know that song.
But no, it is a great song, regardless. It's a really good song. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's I still have my first car.
I always mess because like it's always older people. So when my aunt or my mom or some older person that I know is talking about cars, I'm like, yeah, but did they tear that engine down or some shit? Like I'll fuck with them and quote the song at them.
I do know the song.
See?
I don't know the song.
I do.
Damn. So y'all don't know the song, and I can't play it.
No, I said I do know the song.
You know what? I fuck copyright. I don't care.
No, I said I do know the song. I didn't say I didn't know the song.
Like, are you really getting money off of this?
I do know the song.
Well, I'm actually close to getting monetized.
Really?
Yeah. I'm only 1,000. I'm only 1,000 view hours away, and I'm halfway there.
I wouldn't risk your monetization. I just put the link. I would just, if I was you, put the link in the back. Let them click on it. Let them go look at the video. I wouldn't risk your monetization.
I don't do it for the money, man. I like the conversation.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't, because it might not just be not only a copyright claim, they might just take the entire video down once an episode.
and they might if you get enough trouble, you take the whole channel down at some point if you keep on doing that and everything. So
we won't play much of it. We'll just play the badass fucking bagpipes opening. We'll play a few minutes of it. This too speak to you on a spiritual level.
Yeah, because I know this song.
Yeah, but not like my family, my grandfather. I don't know if I get into trouble, but so I'm not going to use any names or any areas. But my grandfather, my great grandfather, was a fur trapper and a game warden, right? And his son and my grandfather's brother were very, very troublesome youth. And they used to make moonshine. They were getting chased by the sheriff through the woods. They both grabbed 2 jars.
Makes sense. Makes
of
sense.
shine.
Makes sense why you were the way you were when you were younger. Now it makes a lot of sense.
It's like they were running with the shine through the woods, being chased by the sheriff and his 2 deputies. And like they both met up at the well. They looked at each other and saw the sheriff's coming, and both of them just fucking smashed the bottles and dropped the handles down the well. And they got tackled by the fucking sheriffs and the deputies. And they got let go because like obviously they destroyed the evidence. The sheriff didn't really care. Plus my grandfather had some pull, so that they let him go. But like my grandfather used to run moonshine. Nah, that's fucking.
That's like something that would happen in Dukes of Hazzard.
Well, I don't live that far from Duke. I don't live that far from Hazard County.
Wait a minute, is that actually a county, Hazard County?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually a county in Georgia. I'd like to go there.
Yeah, no, it's
Dude, I gotta go there one day. Gotta go. I'll have to stop by and see you and everything when I'm down there, but because I'll have to go one day just go see.
I'll take you down dirt roads to show you how to learn how to drive. I had this dude from Augusta.
No, thank you. I'll pass on that. I've been there, done that. With people taking me down dirt roads. I'll pass.
I'm gonna take you out to a little drive, and we're gonna see how you feel.
You show
Just
me
gets
how to
fucking
drive.
shot in
No,
the back of the head, you know.
I'll
But
pass
no,
on that.
fucking so I had this dude from Augusta, and he was telling me that I couldn't drive, and I was just being a braggart. So I took him down a dirt road, and I was in a 94 or was it 96? I had a 94 or 96 Dodge Ram pickup truck. That was my favorite fucking truck. Motherfucker was a survivor. Never died on me, but the dude I sold it to, the minute he crunk it, once he got it home, the fucking head gasket literally blew up.
Damn.
But fucking, I'll show your whitetail in a minute, Wolfpack. If you got pictures of your elk or your moose, post that and I'll show that as well. But like, so the head gasket literally blew off when he tried to crank it, and he got mad at me. I'm like, hey man, I told you sold as is. But I took him down a dirt road, and I put it in reverse. Like, what are you doing? I was like, I forgot something back there, and I fucking gunned it and did a 360, and then fucking kept driving. And he's like, okay, I believe you could drive now. I was like, I looked at this, I've never done that before. Believe it or not. And then I was adopted by a black family as well. So I had in the same town that I grew up in. So I had my black little brother with me. He was talking. He's country as fuck too, but he's like ghetto country. And fucking, we were coming down from the next town over because I took him to see his girlfriend, and we hit some dirt roads. He goes, "Oh, come on, Bubba, come on, fucking spin that dirt road." The next thing you know, I went to spin it, and I had too much weight on the back of the tailgate from what I had in there, and fucking the tailgate caught, and we did a fucking whole 180 and wound up facing the trees. He was like, "Whoa!" He sounded like R2D2. He was shaking. And I was like, calm down. I know how not to hit a tree at least. What? Oh yeah, I can say the word. You can say it anyway. My family.
Oh yeah, but like you got the pass.
I've slept with black women. Does that mean does that give me the pass?
Well, that means something else in my book, but according to TOS, I won't say anything.
I appreciate it. This guy's facial features is what every country girl finds attractive ever. By the way,
Every country what? Finds attractive?
every country girl. They also like it when you can sing this song the exact same way. I love doing this song at karaoke night.
You hardly ever saw Granddaddy down here.
By the way, when I get drunk, and I'll never get drunk on stream because I've coached my voice to where I don't have much of a southern accent anymore. But I've been told that when you can hear my accent, I sound a lot like this gentleman who sings the song. I wonder if he's from Georgia.
Possibly.
Probably.
Well, the Copperhead Road's in Tennessee, actually.
Well, wait a minute. Tennessee's got Nashville, which is Music City, so that's probably why Copper.
"Quote unquote" Music City. I call it.
Well,
something
they call
that
it Music
starts,
City.
I call it something that starts with an F and ends with a T. City.
Okay.
'Cause I lived there
We
for 6
can't say
years.
on YouTube, right?
Yeah, but that's why I'm not saying the full word. I think
I got you,
our
man.
viewers.
I'm just gonna make sure.
Is he fucking playing Is he playing like a violin or a fiddle,
It's a
like a
mandolin.
fucking guitar?
It's a mandolin.
It's a mandolin.
Yeah.
I was with him as a child. We went to a farm. Like when I learned about like Tractor Supply and stuff as a kid, I didn't know what like country people farms were. But yeah, no, this right here, I've seen this. My grandfather coming back to his Dodge truck with this exact assortment of supplies. And I was like, "What's that for?" And he's like, "Mind your business, boy. It's grown folks' business." Now, what I need you to do is when we get where we're going, I need you to get to the back of the truck and grab that stuff for me and follow me. I'm like, but if it's grown folks' business, I'm sitting there thinking about it. If it's grown folks' business, why do I gotta carry it? It looks heavy, and it was.
Because it was good for you.
Well, no, he taught me a fucking skill, bro. You can turn shine into medicine and everything. When I get cut, I don't put rubbing alcohol or anything. I keep whiskey in my fucking freezer, and I just douse my wounds in fucking whiskey.
Well, you're speaking to the choir. You do know that, right?
Fair. This dude in this video does look just like my grandfather too. Like, what is it about old Southern dudes and looking like they've done some shit?
Because they be done some shit, dude.
I drive because they
either, bro,
Yes,
like
Griffin,
at the
yes.
age that say our grandfathers or great grandfathers, depending on what your age are, they've been like through knob.
Well, see,
They've
my
been through shit.
my grandfather and his brother, they go figure, they're brothers, so they look very similar. Now, it doesn't look exactly like this guy, like the mouth and the chin is gone, but like the rigid facial features that my grandfather and great uncle look. And like, so my great uncle killed a man. Well known story, got off for it and everything. And fucking, there was this guy who was beating the shit out of his wife and was a really shitty person. My grandfather didn't or my great uncle didn't white knight. He didn't do nothing like that. My actual uncle, my mom's brother, had bought a car from this guy, and the guy came back and kept my uncle's money. My uncle was like 16, 17 at the time. And fucking the guy like repoed his car and kept the money, and my great uncle was like, "No, we ain't gonna do that." My grandfather, I think he was either in jail or was working, because like that generation, if you're in jail or you're working, that comes first, right? You got to take responsibility no matter what. So I don't know what he's doing. He was either in jail or working. So my great uncle and my uncle go to this house to get the car or the money back. Well, this guy's beating the shit out of his wife, and being this big ass corn-fed country boy that my great uncle is like, "Hey, well, that's your wife. It's none of my business. But you hit her while I'm here, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. But that's your wife. This is your house. I mean, just don't do it while I'm here. Give me my nephew's money or give me the keys to the car." Well, a dude fucking was like, "All right, I'll go in the house." He goes in the house and starts shooting at my great uncle, and my great uncle's just sitting there like bullets are going, hitting him. Not hitting him, but hitting around him, right? He just pulls a fucking 38 out of a holster, fucking one taps him in the chest, dude hits the fucking ground, dead before he hits the fucking ground. my uncle joined the Navy and like saw what some of the Marines did in the Gulf War, and he was like, he's like, the most badass moment of my life was not in the military, seeing the Marines or working with the Marines. It was literally watching our uncle, our family member, one tap that guy in the chest and then get away with it. And it was self-defense, because they had a right to go because my uncle still had the title and he wouldn't give the guy the title.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here like, and the wife was all fucked up in the face, and she told the police what happened. They didn't even arrest my great uncle.
Yeah.
And you know, the funniest part is hearing that story from my uncle and then my actual great uncle. My great uncle is a humble man. He was like, "No, I was scared. And then my uncle's like, "Why the fuck didn't you scramble for cover like I did?" He's like, "Because we both would have died." I'm like, Jesus Christ. And like he's a humble guy. Like both of my grandfather and his brother, like there's some stories that I can't really tell on here because they might get in trouble for them even still. But they're some bad motherfuckers. And they all Southern men over a certain age just look like they've seen a lot of shit. Lauren in the chat, I drive a Dodge because I wanted a Hemi. I had a Hurley V8 in my truck, and I like my Hurley.
In your throat?
No, in my truck.
Okay, sound like you said your throat. I'm like, damn, didn't know you went that way, bro.
Man, Foos' opinion is invalid according to Bumpkin. Bumpkin, hit the link, you butthead. I'm not a nerd, but you are.
I haven't even voiced my opinion on anything right now. What the fuck are you talking about? He's a Frenchman LARPing as a Norman. No, I'm a Norman LARPing as a Frenchman.
But God damn!
Got it the wrong way.
I have documents proving my...
I have documents proving I'm German that date back to my great-great-grandfather.
But that doesn't mean that you're German now.
Fair.
White people.
This is Wolfpack's deer.
This one thick ass boy.
that a 10-pointer? Or is it 8-point?
I think that's an 8-pointer.
Either way, it's a big ass fucking deer. Here's a 12-pointer that he posted. I'm not. Maybe I'm gonna lose my country card, but do you count these two little parts of the horn as points? I've always done it. Maybe I'm shaving points. Did you bring that motherfucker down with a bow?
I guess he did.
That is fucking beast mode. Look here, Lauren. All right, you're a woman, so your opinion is not valid. So the first one was, I think that was the whitetail, and he said the second one was a mule deer. He did, in fact, bring that down. So we're gonna play some more of my favorite song in the world, absolute top 10. That also reminds me of my grandfather. Booze, cruise, and runs in the family. Apparently, I love drinking and driving. I love drinking and driving.
To all the people that are watching in the audience, don't drink and drive. Drinking and driving is dangerous.
Let me put the banner up here. The views of the panelists do not reflect the views of the channel.
And that is true.
I remember. I'm just old enough to remember when you could drink and drive without getting in trouble. And I just want to say, we used to be a real country, a proper freedom-loving country. I think he's from Georgia, the Johnson County Sheriff. But now this part right here is where you are not God's drunkest driver. I'm God's drunkest driver, Bumpkin. That is a title I will never relinquish.
I never drank and drive.
You should. It's fun.
I'm good. I don't want to get fucking killed in Houston.
Oh, fair. You should only do it if you're in the country.
I have to drive like 2 fucking hours to get to the country.
I call BS. You're like 23. You don't remember. I'm not 23. I said I'm between 25
I'm
and 35.
23. And I stopped drinking like 3 months ago.
Yeah, but you make mead, which is pretty based. I like mead.
But I don't drink it.
You don't drink it?
No, it's not meant for drinking. It's meant for libations.
See, she's just mad that I won't tell her my age.
Wait till y'all get closer to 30, and then come back.
James, how old are you?
I'm almost 20. I'm gonna be 28 this year.
All y'all people willing? I'm getting old. I'm 31. I'll be real with y'all.
Fucking boomer.
Yeah. Lord, I just said my age.
Yeah. No, it's no, I have a family history of alcoholics, and I don't want to.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're being talked to by an old woman, apparently.
Well, 34 in women years
It's over.
is old.
If you don't have kids, it's over. I'm sorry. It's over for you.
That's the wall, baby.
Yeah.
Y'all
you hit
be
the-
nice. What the fuck?
The wall never misses.
She said, took my earpiece. Like, you'll never hear my age again. That's the only part. That's the only part of that sequence that I'm not familiar with. I've never attended a Mason's Lodge, although my grandfather was a 33rd degree Mason, and I only know that because when he died, we got his ring, and it was all inscripted and weird and ruby and shit. I'm basically dead already.
The thing with the Masons is that they honestly don't fucking do anything. Like, unless you're like in the high levels, you really just, it's a club. You go and hang out with people.
My grandfather said it was basically just a club where influential people in your county meet up, shake hands, and do business deals. Like
I have a friend who's like 53, and he's a part of the Freemasons, and there's a local Masons club in my town, but it's just, he literally says it's like, unless you're in like the extremely high ups, it's just a club for a bunch of old guys to go up to and hang out and try to convince younger people to join.
Well, that's the thing. Like, because of nepotism, like Southern nepotism, I inherited my grandfather's Mason Bible, and that's how come I know in the Mason Bible the only thing there is like basically reconstructing the old temple.
Yeah.
And that's literally the only thing that's different in the Mason Bible is they have entire sections about the exact tapestry, the exact metals, the exact wood, all the way like in detail, all the way down to the measurements, how you're supposed to cut it. That's it. That's the only thing that's in the Masonic Bible. That's different than the regular Bible.
They are Masons.
And like I when I found that out, I'm like, is this? That's when I started questioning conspiracy theorists when I inherited that Bible.
Did it come with a free veil of adrenochrome?
No. It just came with that. My cousin got his ring, and my cousin, being a liberal homosexual, did not like my grandfather, so he pawned it and basically sold it off. And my grandfather set all of us up to join the Masons, but I never really did because I was focused on fucking off and being retarded. Like none of us actually did, as far as I know. But anybody else ever fixed up a car with like their dad or an older family member?
No.
If you have, you'll know that he's speaking straight facts.
Well, I've helped a little bit with my dad on cars.
You remember the very first one you fired up as a kid, like a little kid, and you hear that fucking engine come to life, and it's like, brum, 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 brum. And you're a little scared, and you're like, I like this. I must tame this beast.
I think the first one that my dad cranked that I can remember was a 66 Mustang.
My dad was a fucking pussy. He didn't like cars at all. He didn't do anything physical at all. And then he left when I was 5. So no,
that is wild.
Damn.
What if I could, Pumpkin? Because that ring was very nice. Talking about, because like I threw whiskey on a fire, I threw gas on a fire, and the only thing I've ever smelled is throwing gas on the fire. I've never noticed the smell with the wind putting whiskey on the
unless
fire.
he's talking about like a whiskey barrel.
I think he is. I think he's talking about multiple whiskey barrels, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I think what happened in the story is like his dad got in a fight with the revenuers or FBI, and he probably killed one or two, but then the people burned the evidence. So, I don't know. This is early '80s. From what I can gather, Lauren, I love the white trashness in this music video. It's something glorious to behold. It's like looking at a snapshot in poor people history. The natural enemy to the redneck is the FBI and the DEA. Is the moral of that story. There's the link so y'all can hear it, so that y'all can appreciate that song in its entirety. And it is very beautiful. So, what do y'all got? Any interesting stories? Y'all hold it down. I gotta go take a piss. Share with the panelverse.
I do have to say that I believe that anybody who doesn't like the idea of having cheeseburgers and French fries is un-American and possibly a communist. And let me explain myself. Probably the most American meal you could possibly have is a German burger with mustard, ketchup, pickles, tomatoes, onions, and I think I already said lettuce, but I'll say lettuce again, upon American whole grain bread with some French fries, deep fried, and some tallow right there. That's a good damn meal. And if you don't like it, I think you're a communist and un-American.
So
I believe that is essential to our society, that we maintain this tradition of the American cheeseburger with French fries.
Wait,
if not,
so
what?
the cheese, you said it has to be a cheeseburger.
It has to be a cheeseburger.
Well, what if someone doesn't do dairy with meat? What if
they're communist?
What? So you're saying everybody that's Jewish, that's American is okay? Little hats. Let me rephrase that. Little hats.
The Smurfs
are un-American
are
and they're communist. because they don't do cheese and
Lie.
dairy and meat together.
I don't know if this is the correct platform to start talking about that, but you kind of, if you're looking between them two links there, you can find the connection. But it's no, I just think it's un-American, not having a cheeseburger with fries.
Well,
Our American cheese industry is so efficient that we have caves to store our cheese. And if we stop making cheese today, and I'm not just talking about processed cheese, I'm talking about that real cheddar, we could feed every single American a pound of cheese for the next 4 years.
Well, what if it's more healthier to eat your meat and your dairy separate? Because I've tried that for like the last, what has it been, week, 2 weeks. I've noticed a very
But then
great
again,
results
my
by separating
brother,
my meats and my dairies. I don't eat my meats and my dairies together, and I've noticed a great result from that.
are you sure you're not lactose intolerant?
If I was lactose intolerant, I wouldn't be able to eat dairy at all. I can eat dairy as long as I eat it separate from my meats. I can't eat
But
dairy.
how does that change anything?
What do you mean? How's it change?
Fun fact about cheese from a French hominid. Go fuck yourself. But it's but how does that change just separating the cheese and the meat if you're just eating the exact same thing and it's going to go into your stomach?
Yeah, but you're eating it separately. Your body has had time to process.
It would
the
have time to
meat.
process it the same way if you just ate it in a burger.
No,
also,
you don't get it. If you mix the two together, your body doesn't process it as well. If you mix the cheese
What do you
and the
mean
dairy
it doesn't
together.
process it well? The digestive system should be able to
No,
process
it doesn't.
I think you just have a special problem that you need to go to a doctor about. But then again,
Sasquatch, we are
digress.
pre-gaming squad. I'm waiting for my homies to get ready, and then I'm gonna switch to a live stream where me and the homies are playing squad.
Good. But I digress. Not only are we not talking about, we're talking about a cheeseburger with fries. So I don't think we're necessarily talking about health here. I'm just saying that
I'm
it is
talking about health. Maybe you're not.
but that's unrelated to the conversation. We're talking about how it's un-American to eat not order a cheeseburger with fries. Come on.
Not
now.
to me, because you're calling it un-American, so therefore you're calling all the little hats un-American just because they decide to separate their dairy and their meat.
Why did they separate their dairy and their meat though?
Well, they have a law in their law.
And they may have a law, but is there
Now
a
that
law in
law, that
America?
law
But
is
is
rooted
there
out
a
of
law
God's law,
in
though.
America?
That law that they got in the Talmud is
I
rooted out of
believe in a
God's
very strict separation of the burger and religion. That I believe that it is the American value.
Well, I don't think it's
that
just
brings-
religion, because the more I try it, the more I realize I have a healthier and easier time digesting when I go by that rule.
I think you just generally have a problem with your stomach because I have never heard anybody talk about that.
No, Lauren, I don't play butthole pong with guys.
But
if
many
that's an
people-
offer.
Don't many people try that? How many people try that? Only the people that do this are people that are trying to either follow closer to the little house religion or they're actually part of the religion.
Oh, are you trying to be a little hat or something?
Well, I keep some of the Torah. I'm not.
Why are you wait? So for one, this is about cheeseburgers and fucking fries. Why the fuck are we
Yeah,
going
but
into-
again, though, I said that I've noticed a difference in diet, and you're also saying people.
I think it's just like a
that
pseudo
don't mix
effect.
it together are un-American, so therefore you're calling all the little hats un-American. And
I mean, by definition, if you put religious law or loyalty to something else other than America, you are un-American.
Exactly, and that's why I think people.
So
who
I guess
don't
I'm
like-
un-American because I think.
I'm sorry, it's the truth.
I guess I'm un-American because I think that
You're getting deported.
That
I'm
one
with
day
my
God's
ice
law
agent
is going to be
right
ruling the
now.
world, and the world's going to be ruled
I'm
by
outside
God's
your
law.
house with the ice
So I'm
agent. to
un-American
deport
by
you.
that. Okay.
We're gonna
fine,
deport
I'm
you.
American.
You're going back where you belong.
I'm
because-
un-American. Fine, okay, I'm un-American.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who
So, but
cares?
it's
America
digress.
doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of
I
things.
think America
God's law
matters a
matters
lot.
more
I
than
think
America.
America matters a lot. I think it's a great country. I think that we have many things before us. I think that we may be a little bit misguided, but at the same time, you know,
Actually,
it's a great
it's more than
country.
just religious requirement.
It's a great
Catholic.
country. I think you're just un-American.
It's more than just a religious requirement. It actually does you great health benefits by doing that.
To what? To what?
He
what
might
is it doing?
he might be right because dairy is digested differently than meat.
Yeah, but why
Okay.
would it if you ate it separately? So what you're telling me, if I had a piece of patty meat and a piece of cheese on the same plate, but I ate the beef first and then the cheese, that it would be
No,
cold.
sir. You can't have them on the same plate. If you separate them, you can't
So
have
then
dairy
just
at
say
the
you
same
don't
time as
want
the meat.
cheese on your burger. But the thing is that if you don't want
What he's
fries,
saying is they can't be part of the same meal.
They can't be. Yeah, they gotta be part of separate
okay,
meals.
cool. So just don't order fries. But I'm saying that people who
What's
order a
fries got?
cheeseburger,
Sir, fries are
but
vegetarian.
people
What does
who
that got to
order,
do with?
but you have to have a
Fries are
cheeseburger if you get
vegetarian.
fries.
What does that got to do with dairy? Fries are
That
vegetarian, sir.
well, they're fried. Well, depending on the place, they're fried in either tallow or they're fried in oil.
Well, either way, you could have those with meat.
Yes,
They're
but
fried
you're
in
not getting the
tallow.
point. You're
My
not
thing is
getting the fucking point.
Panfusa.
You're not getting
Where do
it.
you fall on the pickle? I like kosher pickles.
I like kosher
love
pickles
kosher
too, but the
pickles,
thing
dill
is with
pickles.
kosher pickles, they have nothing to do with being kosher.
Kosher
The
dill
the
pickles are delicious. They're the best pickles.
kosher
I
dill
love
pickles.
kosher dill
The
pickles.
only reason it is considered kosher is because the presence of garlic. If it wasn't garlic in there, then
No.
you can't call them kosher dill pickles.
No, it's
No,
considered
it literally.
kosher. No, sir. Kosher is determined by if a rabbi
I
has
know, but kosher
observed
dill pickles
how
are not
they
actually kosher.
were
All
made.
pickles are
That's how
kosher,
it's determined
unless
whether it's
they
kosher.
have certain things. But then again, I really don't care what the presence of a rabbi says. When the physical kosher dill pickles, the only reason they're called kosher is because they have garlic in it. That's the only reason. Besides that, there's nothing like actually kosher about it.
Yeah, there is. It's kosher.
But
The
why?
rabbi approved of it, and the rabbi made sure it was not dealt with on a piece of equipment that dealt with unclean animals or unclean anything that wasn't
Well,
kosher.
I'm gonna
Period.
go get me some kosher tea. So y'all keep having this conversation.
But
Wait,
the
you got
thing
kosher
is that
tea?
you're
Yeah, I'm Jewish.
oy vey, oy vey. But it's but I don't think you're getting the point, my friend. Is that I'm not saying that you shouldn't have the right to not eat meat
But you
and
said it was
dairy. The same.
un-American.
I said because if you don't like but we're also not even talking about health things because it's
Oh,
a cheeseburger and fries. Do you think it's that the health? Do you think that's healthy? No, it's not. It's a cheeseburger and fries. That's exactly the point
well,
of what I'm
burger's
saying.
healthy.
Is
Why
that
is a burger not healthy? Wait a minute. Why is
because
a
it's like
burger not healthy?
90% vegetable and it's like almost like 1,100 calories just for the damn burger. That's half of your
What does calorie
average.
count have to do with anything? Calorie doesn't
Because
mean
a
shit.
single burger is half of an average
Calories don't
person's
mean
daily
shit.
caloric intake of
Calories don't mean
21.
shit. Wait a minute.
Calories
don't even
mean
are
a lot
irrelevant.
of fucking thing. Calories
Calories
mean a
are
lot.
irrelevant
How are they irrelevant?
because calories don't matter.
Yes, they do.
No,
I
you know
bet
what
you're
actually?
fucking fat.
Wait a minute. You know what actually makes people fat? It's
What?
not the calories that make people fat. It's the fact that you mix too many carbs with too much
That's
fat. That's
absolute
what makes people
bullshit.
fat.
That's absolute bullshit. That is the most brain dead take I have ever heard. If caloric intake is, do you know what calories mean?
Calories is like something you get like from any food. Any food can have
Okay,
calories.
but it's the required amount that it because it's a mathematical equation.
I don't know
That's
what the exact
basically
mathematical
calculating.
equation is. So.
Well, I'm not asking you if you know the exact mathematical equation, but
You
I'm
asked me if I knew
asking
what
you to
calories
explain
were,
it.
so that's part of
But the
the
thing is
definition
with
of calories.
calories is essentially how much does it take for your body to burn off this amount and how much energy. That's why it's important to eat less than you intake if you're trying to lose weight because it's not about carbs, it's not about fat. If anything, your body like actually needs to be majorly carbs because guess what? Carbohydrates, what your muscles mostly made out of, water. It hydrates your muscles, glycerin storage inputs, and protein is simply there to repair the muscles, while fat is there for certain acidic
So
compounds to
veganism.
help you.
So vegan. Yeah.
No, I'm a fucking butcher. Why the fuck would I be going vegan?
Well,
I
you said
butcher,
you need carbs, so you gotta get rid
non-kosher.
of the fats now, and now you gotta go vegan.
I didn't say anything about getting rid of the fat. You need fat. You need fat. You need
Hey
protein.
Bob
You
in
need
chat.
carbs.
I see you down there in chat.
But you're missing the entire point of what I'm saying. Is essentially that I think people who disdain the cheeseburger and fries are very un-American.
So,
That
all
go
the little
against our
hats are un-American.
Constitution.
Again,
And
you just got
and
right back to
honestly,
all the
from
little
what I'm
hats are
hearing,
un-American.
you say that you want me to go vegan. That you say that
All the
you
little
care
hats
so
are
much about
un-American, not really
kosher,
orthodox.
and it's just you sound like a communist. I'm sorry,
Look,
but true.
look, y'all want to see what my yarmulke looks like? What I got coming?
I would love to see. Mine has
Is it
gold
a regular
encrusted jewels.
yarmulke, like a regular black yarmulke? The
Yeah,
most
yeah.
orthodox.
Mine's encrusted with jewels and has the square of Saturn on it because apparently Saturn, a Roman god, is some conspiracy about Judaism.
Nah, bro. I went to temple with my cousin, and they're getting me this yarmulke.
The Shamaka.
No, this yarmulke, this shit goes hard as fuck. It's on Etsy.
I'm gonna email. I'm gonna.
I wanted this one, but they said this one would be anti-Semitic. They said I can't have this one because it would be anti-Semitic, but
A yarmulke would be anti-Semitic.
yeah, they said that won't be anti-Semitic, so they wouldn't buy
That's
it.
a really good yarmulke. That's a really good yarmulke.
That might be why, because it's got the little
Oy vey.
spinny thing on top.
But no, my cousin's wife, she said that I messed with her because we were looking at yarmulkes, and I know this item as a kufi from when I was a Muslim. And I told her I wanted this kufi. I said I wanted this as my yarmulke, and she just glared at me. That's actually a cool.
Yeah, that's the Islam hat.
Actually, I think Philip brought up a good point. Can small hats eat a cucumber and a pickle at the same time? Because if one's not kosher, but the other one is, but the transformation of the pickle from the cucumber makes it kosher, then technically in the stomach, the acid should make the cucumber being digested into a pickle.
Cucumber would be considered kosher. You know that,
But
right?
what happens if it was cut up by like unclean hands, by goyim hands?
We saw this yarmulke, and I was with a bunch of Orthodox Jews when we saw this yarmulke on Etsy, and they got so angry and said things that I cannot repeat. They just the Orthodox
I don't
Jews
even
did
need.
not like that yarmulke.
Hold up. I don't even need to see the lower half of that image just to know that woman had the biggest nose in the world.
But either way, you get the cucumber from the store. You don't get it from an unclean butcher.
But where does the cucumber come from? A farm.
It comes from a farm. Yeah. What does that got to do with a butcher?
But kosher is more than just meat.
The meat
Correct.
is processed in a different place than the vegetables.
I'm gonna have to be honest. I'm not a kosher butcher, so I'm cutting.
This is the yarmulke they're getting me
Why the hell are you going to a synagogue?
because my cousin.
He's Jewish. Did you not hear that?
Yeah, we're converting to Judaism.
Yeah.
No,
I'm mainly going for the meme, but they asked me to go.
that's the new far right, alternative right, the religious psyop is that we're actually
Well,
all
see,
becoming Judaism.
I'm going because they told me if I go, they'll get me this yarmulke. But if I go, and I go a couple times, they will have me a custom made Confederate battle flag yarmulke.
That is
I want that. I want that so bad. You don't understand.
Are you
I
going to
want that
attend
so
your first
bad.
bar mitzvah? You know.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, I will do anything for that Confederate battle flag yarmulke. All right.
You are crazy. You are crazy.
That's funny as shit. You know, if you look into the early life history of the leaders of the Confederacy, you know, you tend to find Confederate flag yarmulkes have a lot of wear. You know, it's almost like slavery was a entire.
If you go, we will monetize your check. Pretty much.
You just
Did that Bumpkin pass out? No, Bumpkin is actually at work. He's yelling at inmates right now. He's actually torturing inmates, making them watch my channel. He's like, "Look at this! Look at this!"
Or inmates that they have to be tortured by Bumpkin by watching us on YouTube.
Is torturing inmates kosher?
Yes.
I don't know. Is it? I had no idea. I haven't looked at the Talmud idea.
So the question is,
I don't know if that would
you
even
know,
technically be even classified under kosher because kosher only deals with food. And
so
things like
technically, I have a question
Food
as
and,
me who
like
some
things
as
that deal
a
with like
as a
utensils
goyim.
stuff. 'Cause
Lauren, that
kosher-
is mean. He probably ate ramen and took a nappy.
Nappy.
Kosher
Yeah.
again only deals with food or any utensils is used for food.
Okay, so
it doesn't necessarily
technically,
deal
the
with,
question
things
question evolves. Me, a goyim non-kosher butcher, if I walk into a kosher butchery and I touch like a table where they process meat, and I
They
have
gotta
like a
redo the whole
little, I
sanctification.
have like a little bit of non-kosher beef,
They gotta
like a
resanctify.
speck.
Yeah, your
We
goyim
have
hands.
to
Your goyim hands.
completely.
Your goyim hands infested our table.
Your goyim, yeah, infested the table.
You really have to pronounce the word correctly. Goyim.
Goyim. Well,
Yeah, let me give you a good interest rate for $25 gajillion at a 10 million% interest rate.
Look,
Yeah.
I found my way into the inner circle. All right. There's a cute
We
little
love the
Jewish
state of
girl
Israel
looking over
here.
her nose at me. All right.
We love the
Oh
state of Israel.
no, Orthodox.
We are good goyams. We do the stuff that is required of us. You know, shalom shabbat, praise Malak. You know,
I think they just want me in so I can cut the lights off on Saturday.
Probably right. I mean, because you can do that as a goyim.
goyim.
Look, I'll be a white monkey for the small hats. They pay.
I am of the European descendants of the pagan European Germanic faith.
That's
I
odd
don't
that you're pagan.
concern.
I mean, what?
How
got
is
you
it
in
odd? How is it
Because-
odd that I'm
Well,
pagan?
because most people are, I thought, would be Christian. As far as
Yeah, most people, but he exists. There's
but
actually a
what got you
significant
into
community.
paganism though?
Because, well, if we want to turn into a religious stream and make this shit go on for the next 5 hours, we can. But you know,
I won't. I will refrain because I do want to get monetized. You can tell your
yeah.
story.
But it's just kind of.
Speaking of monetization, all right, look here. Before they go on, support the Griffno State. Send me money. Cash App is at the bottom. Orthodox Guy is actually spelled correctly, and my name on Cash App is Chuck Smith. So remember, support the Griffno State.
Every 5% of the donations will be
Smith.
sent to homeless Israeli children to make sure they have good food, kosher good food. Sponsored by Orthodox Guy.
Hold on, wait. Let me set you up again. Hold on.
Yeah, we need that again for the recording.
There you go.
Every 5% sent in by donations. We'll make sure that we send at least $25 to every single homeless Israeli children caused by the Gazan war. We'll make sure that they all have kosher food. good kosher food. With your donation today, we can make sure that our God's chosen people are well taken care of. And God
All right,
bless.
do you want to give your story? Why you're a pagan?
Hey, did you
don't have
record
to.
that? You did record that, right?
Yeah, it's recorded. Everything I stream is recorded automatically in Streamlabs.
I mean,
We just have to
well, I
fucking
mean,
start
did
making
you
fucking
record it as a
soundboards.
separate video to itself? I know this is
can.
being recorded.
I can.
Every
Probably
time
need
I come
to,
up here,
'cause that's perfect.
I noticed something. Every time I come up on your shit, we always end up doing some kind of fucking advert for Griffno State.
So you gotta support the Griffno State. Look.
Do it. Fuck it.
But yeah, what was
But
your story though? How'd you get to be pagan?
I will spare very, causing whole ass argument details. But essentially, I disagreed with Abrahamic theology, and I believe that European Germanic paganism was a lot more suited in the ways that I view the world and how I believe that justice and values and nobility and such as, and a lot of other stuff, it's I find close connections to the gods, and I give offerings plenty, and I do upon their will as they require me to.
That was James discovering that somebody was pagan.
Hey, don't blame me.
How could you be
blame
pagan?
me. Don't you put
All right,
that on me.
let's watch Cat Williams and Theo Vaughn. I got this. Somebody sent this into my Discord. I think it was Lauren. She dropped it into my main Discord. Speaking of the Discord, you can see funny things like this if you join the Discord. I want to post a link for the Discord in chat. If you join the Discord during the stream, you don't have to be vetted. But if you wait until after the stream, 30 minutes after the stream, that's when you have to be vetted.
But did you go up, Christian? Though?
Who, me?
No,
Give me 1 second. I'm kind of eating a cookie.
the other guy. The guy's pagan.
A non-kosher cookie, to be fair. I don't think is oatmeal kosher.
Oatmeal
Raisins.
is
Can be.
kosher, depending on which brand you buy.
What about raisins?
Yeah, it's kosher, depending on what brand you buy.
I don't think any of this is kosher. I'm going to hell.
Depends. Do you have unkosher meats to go with it?
Like, I slaughtered pigs all day.
But
So I don't think that's
but
very
are you
kosher.
eating pig right now?
No, but I ate bacon this morning.
Well, that's unkosher if you ate pork bacon.
I know I'm going to hell. But it's, to answer your question, I used to be a Christian. I used to be Lutheran.
And how would you like it
What's
if I
up,
told you
Denizen?
hell don't exist?
Yo,
Because hell in the Bible is just a gray, but it's not really hell. It's not the translation. It's not right.
Like I said, we can go on about this, but I don't want to turn his stream into a religious debate channel because I know exactly the kind of people that's watching right now, and they would love that. But
we're gonna watch
That's
Theo Vaughn, and
separate.
then we can have a holy war.
yeah,
Okay.
after Theo Vaughn, we got to watch the funny redneck man.
Bring up a couple of black ducks, man. I would love to see those right now.
There we go.
Oh, there
That
we go.
Western black.
That Western
There's a-
black. Oh, that's fucking Mallard Luther King right there, bro. That thing dark as hell, dude.
Luther King, what the
Sorry, bro. Bring up a couple of black ducks, man. I would love to see those right
Allard Luther King. That was
I
beautiful.
love Theo Vaughn.
I do.
Alfred Luther King. Oh,
Theo Vaughn is the greatest thing to come out of Western entertainment.
I fucking love oatmeal raisin cookies.
kosher
Pretty good.
ones?
What are you, a virgin?
Yes, I am.
Oh, fuck, I wasn't even trying to use that as an insult. I genuinely forgot.
I am, bitch. You fucking forgot. No, I fucking love oatmeal cookies.
Just so everyone knows, I don't think there's anything wrong with being a virgin, male or female.
Being a virgin is great because I don't have to have a girlfriend. Yet.
Well, what's great about that? I won't.
James like, I'm lonely.
I'm lonely down here.
James like, I
You got
need
it.
a
You
hug.
have to embrace the mind of a stoic and
Ugh,
learn
that's
that
hard though. Ooh, that's a hard.
these
path.
bitches ain't fucking low.
It's a hard path.
We're just kidding. We love women here.
Look, we do love women here. Well, we love what they have, not necessarily.
I love their personalities.
Yes, exactly. I'm just unbothered by most things. I know what I like.
I live in a very diverse area, and there's not a lot of people I look at and I find attractive. So it's kind of just
Are you still in Huskord?
Am I in Hell Town? Yes.
Yeah.
Hell. Thinking of Holy War.
Did you see that? Oh Lord! All right, go ahead.
I thought we were not talking about religion.
Oh, we can talk about religion. I don't care.
Well, I mean, the thing is, hell. I don't like this, but hell is not a thing in the Bible. People so misunderstand the Bible.
Yeah, because the word hell comes from paganism.
Yeah. Thank
because
you.
hell
Thank you,
is the
sir.
underworld.
Thank
No,
you.
flip. You're right. Women do have great ass sets.
Thank you, sir. Pagan. You confirmed hell comes from paganism. Thank you, sir.
Like almost 80% of things that Christianity brought into Europe because they basically
Thank you,
latched
sir.
on
Thank
to
you. Thank you,
pagan
sir.
traditions.
Lauren, you should change your profile picture. Oh, that
But
shit made
it's,
me laugh. I'm not high enough to call her out for having a huge ass forehead, though.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with a huge ass forehead. I think you've seen mine before.
Oh man.
But I made bread the other day, whole wheat bread. It was pretty good.
Isn't your profile picture some bread that you made?
It is literally my profile picture, and it's the profile picture of the YouTube channel that goes under this. Is literally just a loaf of fucking white bread that I made that I was really
I thought
proud
that
of.
was bread.
It's bread. It's just
I
white bread.
thought it was
It's
bread.
a
It looked
big ass
like
loaf
bread.
of bread.
I'm like, is that bread?
It's white bread. Approved by Jared Taylor.
No, wait. Not
White
wheat
bread.
bread. You
The
like the
white
whole
bread.
grain.
No, it's Nah, it literally is just a profile picture of a loaf of bread that I was like really proud of because it had designs and it looked cool and it came out great.
James, have you ever been proud of anything?
Of course.
That's a sin, James. You can't be proud.
These are the funniest Theo Von podcast moments that will make you laugh. And at number 3, we have.
Whoa. Because there's good pride and bad pride.
Shout out white bread. Shout
What's
out
up,
white bread
Nightish?
guy.
What's up,
Hey,
Nightish?
Nightish, welcome in.
Yeah, you do have a big ass forehead, Lauren.
Do I?
Look at it though. Look at the forehead to like eyebrow to fucking hairline ratio.
I think mine's honestly bigger. I think my forehead's fucking bigger.
If Nightish was bread, what type of bread would he be? He would be
Sourdough.
He'd be Ezekiel bread. He'd be dark as fuck. He'd be Ezekiel bread.
Hey,
He'll be
Ezekiel
like
bread
that
is
Russian
actually
rye.
Sourdough for
fact,
sure.
though, Ezekiel bread is not too bad. It tastes good. Fun fact.
What's the point of this Ezekiel bread? Well, what
It's
is
all
it?
natural.
Ezekiel bread is fucking really healthy for you. It's a recipe. It's supposed to be an ancient recipe of bread.
Yeah, out of
It's
the
whole
Bible.
grains, no
From the book of
preservatives, no
Ezekiel.
added sugar.
Yeah. It's basically Jewish
So it's
rye
just
bread.
fucking bread. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just fucking
Yeah,
rye
it's-
bread.
It's just regular bread. That's
Wheat,
why it's in the
barley,
frozen section too.
Wheat, barley, millet, lentils, soybeans, and spelt, an ancient species of wheat.
I think it technically counts as unleavened, I believe.
I don't think so. I'd have to look at it next time I'm at the store.
So the reason the Ezekiel bread nutrition, it's supposed to be a whole grain bread that is high in dietary fiber and provides a certain amount of proteins, carbohydrates, and other important nutrients. One slice of Ezekiel bread contains 80 calories, 0.5 grams of fat, 15 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and 5 grams of protein.
Holy shit. I know what I'm doing for fucking meal prep. Holy fuck.
You buying you some of that Jewish bread?
Oy vey goy. I'm gonna be the first one in the market. And
Look, all I'm saying is maybe they got some stuff right. All right, maybe the Confederate battle flag yarmulke is the way.
They
I
got
want you to send me
cinnamon
a fucking
raisin
picture
too.
of that whenever it does
It's
happen.
fucking dope.
Bro, if they don't buy me a fucking if I go to Temple with them like the 5 times I'm supposed to get the custom Confederate battle flag yarmulke, I'm gonna become so anti-Semitic. I'm just gonna seethe for the rest of my life if they don't do it. I'm gonna be very angry. It's like, all right,
No,
I held
hold
up
up,
my hands
hold up.
forward.
Don't become anti-Semitic. Don't want to do that.
Lauren does have a real question. The real question is: the Jewish people have to get their private parts blessed before anyone could go down on them. Is your dick kosher? I don't know, honey. Is your kitty? Is your pussy kosher? Kosher?
Kosher, I don't think even
Maybe they
knows
use
that.
holy water, Lauren.
All right, I'm out of here. I don't want to be on this reel when the feds make a clip out of this.
To any federal agents
I
listening
think
to
that's
the
a little late,
conversation,
isn't
nothing
it,
is.
Desmond?
I want the feds to
Who?
know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dennison.
I
mean,
want
I'm gonna
the
say
feds
Dennison.
to know.
Who's Dennison? My name is Frank.
I want everyone to know that
Did he just
Dennison
leave?
was the perpetrator of publishing this. He wrote the script.
Wait, did Dennison really just leave?
He's probably busy.
To
or-
any FBI agents listening in this conversation right now, the views of the panelists do not reflect the views of the channel.
Oh my goodness, you need to be an announcer.
Oh
Seriously.
wait, wrong one.
Like you need to go to Hollywood and be an announcer.
I'm too light.
All right, look,
I don't like
y'all are making me resort to drug use. All right.
The fucking whip it goal. What the fuck?
All right, whip it goal $30. Everybody hit the cash up.
Not me, I ain't cash
Cue the
out.
sad music.
No, you crazy.
Oh, hold on, I got you. Do the sad music. Let me see. I can't wait to get my fucking soundboard. But Lazy Cali, you know why I'm anti-union. Before we do the sad music, you know why I'm anti-union? Yeah, I'm anti-union. You know why?
Let's
Because
go.
I ordered a soundboard about a week ago, and it's stuck at a California port. Because those lazy fucks don't do their jobs.
Yeah, they're on strike right now.
They can strike my nuts across their forehead. Bring me my fucking shit. I hate fucking.
Well, hey, that's what I'm saying though. Unions are stupid because all they do is strike. That's all they ever do.
I have a differentiating opinion, but okay.
I'm kind of authoritarian in some
You know, all this immigration, and we still get shitty service. All this cheap labor, and we still can't even fucking get people to do the job. That's fucking wild.
Well, that's because we got a bunch of people that don't have a reason to do the job. They don't have a purpose. I think that's the biggest reason why people don't want to do things. I don't think it's because they're lazy. I think they just don't have a reason to because they don't have the incentives like they used to.
All right, Pafusa, go.
If you donate $30 today, this poor soul can afford a Whippet container full of that good old Galaxy gas and honor St. George. I don't know.
Can't tell us
Fuck. Please donate $30 today and donate the Orthodox Guys Whippet Galaxy Gas Organization for
I will
homeless
not
Israeli children.
Nice.
Now you'll donate. Because
I will
said
not
Israeli
donate. I will not donate.
Just for everyone to know, none of no money I get will go towards Whippets. I just think it's funny to talk about.
children.
Now, one of these days, I might get me a crate of Whippets just because it's the same to me. It's the same thing as when you're playing with balloons and inhaling helium, because helium makes your voice extremely light, Whippets makes your voice extremely dark, like Luke.
I tried Whippets once, and because my voice is already so fucking deep, it sounded like a fucking freight train.
All right, Lauren. I feel like you just want me to do drugs at this point, Lauren.
Fucking Whippet stream on Rumble.
Give an Orthodox guy money so he could his butthole wax for his boyfriend. You wish, Lauren. I bet you'd pay money to see that, wouldn't you? Oh, you freaks in the fucking. Oh, you freaks in the chat. But all of y'all would pay to see that. Let's watch this Theo Von.
Not me. I'm not. I don't
I
want
bet you would pay the most. You're like, I'm a good little Christian boy.
No,
I'd
pay
rip it off nice and slow.
I'd pay the least because I won't pay no.
Take off
Have Theo talking to Drosky about what black people smell like.
What do we smell like when we walk?
Honestly, I usually think it's like a lot of deodorant.
Wow. Yeah, no, black people do wear a lot of deodorant.
Love
though.
deodorant,
Yeah,
bro. You'll see somebody start at the wrist.
Yeah, we hammer.
You'll see a motherfucker start at the wrist, bro, and put that shit on.
At number 2 is the moment Andrew asks Theo what substances he's taking.
What are you having? What are you taking?
Half of a
Zanny? What'd you take?
Trying to get more blood flow to the C-Rotch.
A PP pill?
An upper. It's just an Indian one. It's from India. It's a light one.
What's it called? What is it called?
Huh?
What is it called?
It doesn't have a name. It just comes in like a name.
Just cracking a pill from India and you just throw it in the throat?
You're not going to go be a rape.
And at number 1 is a funny and quick roast Theo does on Brennan Schaub.
You look like the guy that gets beat at the first round of every video game, bro. You look like
that is frustrating. That is frustrating.
These are the funniest Theo Von pod.
That was mean. That hurt. That last one hurt my soul for him. That is fucking wild.
Theo Von.
You say that's funny, huh, Lauren? She's just angry about the forehead jokes. Pay her no attention.
Baby girl, why don't you come on over my way? I'll give you a good old time.
No, you have to remain pure. Why do these women always corrupt people?
I've been corrupted. I
How's your
person.
puppers doing, by the way?
My what?
How's your puppers doing? I thought I heard him shake
I
and
have
jump down.
a pupper. That's 7.
Yeah, how's he doing? Is it the lab? Is it like the white lab?
I
Or
never
yellow
had a
lab?
lab.
Well,
No, he's
it
a mutt. He's been a mutt. I only had one dog.
Is it? I'm saying, is it like the golden one, the wheat one that looks like wheat?
Yeah,
Wheat?
the brown.
Oh,
The
brown.
Swarthy. I call him my Swarthy dog.
The Swarthy. I also have a Swarthy pit bull.
He's he's a mix of lab, shepherd, husky, and beagle.
I did
You know,
not
he's
know
just-
that Theo Von used to lift with David Duke. You know, I
David
used
Duke had a birthday
I
party.
used to be a producer for David Duke's show.
Like the thing is, David Duke had a birthday party recently in Dallas, and not only did Patriot Front sponsor it, essentially, I deadass almost went.
Look, man, Dr. Duke is that guy, okay? I just like saying his name, Dr. Duke. Oh, I have a Labradoodle and a pug. You know what? Fuck it, no, I'm just playing.
Just pulls out a gun, bam.
No! Lauren is gonna kill us both. He's gonna be like, you know what? I feel like you deserve to get Kaczynski. I was making a joke. Why'd you have to go that far? Oh my god. He's gonna murder me. I think there's I'm playing it now. I had to find that. 2 Cheweenies here. Based. I have an American Bulldog who is getting big as fuck, and he's only like 3 months old, and he's already massive, and he likes to lay across me when I'm asleep and wake me up, and he doesn't let me sleep. He's like, I want to play, and I want to play now, and I'm going to get really violent and maul your hand if I can't play.
He's just trading for the little children.
He's not a pit bull! He's not a pit bull! He's an American bully! There is a difference. A massive difference. He's an actual bulldog breed.
My dog's just laying over next to me. He's just sleeping. You know, he slept all fucking day.
Based. American White Lab. Bred for shed hunting. Based.
hello, freak bitches. And I go, I gotta go. And so I leave. And then I never worked out at that gym again. I was like, well, I'm done. I can't come here anymore. And this fucking guy's trying to get my money. Plus, he's a big dude, so it was kind of dangerous. Dangerous to say no.
Dude, I used to work out with David Duke when I was growing up.
Holy shit.
We shared a back fence when I was growing up.
Holy shit.
We used to go to, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know if you consider the Ku Klux Klan a pyramid scheme or not, but, and he dated, I worked at this seafood restaurant. I was a busboy over there, and he dated the prettiest girl that worked at this seafood restaurant.
Was this when he was in the KKK?
No, this was after. He was non-practice, and honestly seemed like a nice guy, dude.
How many years ago was this?
This is 1995, maybe?
So that was when he was in the public eye. He was like a big deal back then, right? Wasn't that when, was it later than that he was like running for public office?
Let me think. It was, no, when I was younger, he was running against Edwin Edwards, I believe, for public office. That was probably around 1990 or 88.
I feel like he did some stuff after that, though, on a national level. Or was it on a state level? Was he running for governor or something like that?
He ran for governor a couple times. Yeah, him and, I remember the signs. It was because Edwin Edwards was a crook, allegedly, and David Duke was a racist.
Yeah.
And that's what one of the campaign posters said, don't vote for the racist, vote for the crook. That was the campaign
Jesus Christ.
poster that was everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
And the crook won. That man won.
That's crazy.
But we used to go to the gym. And I'll tell you this, man, he was, you know, I don't believe in his practices, but he was
elected to Louisiana House of Representatives in 1989, and that year the sitting representative resigned his seat to become a judge. And Duke ran in the special election to fill his seat. The Daily Beast describes the race in writing. The off-year special election in which David Duke threw himself little media notice at first. Threw himself little media notice at first.
Just want to point out, notice that the campaign slogan was vote for the crook and not the racist. The racism has got to be the gayest original sin a nation has ever embraced. Like, imagine, like, don't vote for the racist, vote for the rapist. Imagine that. I guarantee you eventually that will be a campaign slogan.
That was essentially the 2020 elections. Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. Basically, literally the fucking left didn't even like Joe Biden. They just like, well, we would rather have someone who's like essentially decrepit and brain dead than have the Orange Man.
Yeah, Orange Man bad, you know?
Orange Man is bad, but not for the reasons they claim.
Yeah, not for the
Turned
reasons they
himself
claim.
as a what? He touted himself as a pro-life fiscal conservative, was known as an ex-Klan member. He eschewed overtly racist language and instead pointed to crime in the city, criticizing affirmative action and minority set-asides.
Yeah, I just did chest and tries with him, so I wasn't in all that.
Sure you wasn't, Theo. Sure you
Yeah,
wasn't.
Theo's looking like, of course. He's not wrong, though.
Yeah, he's looking at it, he's like,
we just
"Nah,
did
hell
basic
no, shit,
workouts."
buddy."
We can see the smile on his face, like, yeah, we just did basic workouts.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Did he quit like a bitch when the reps got high?
Dude, he was an
animal?
He was strong. He was a
Really?
strong man.
See, I love that when you hear racists, like all the former liberals, oh, you must be a bitch. It's like, no, dude, David Duke, Jared Taylor, they work out like fucking animals.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of people after him to kill him. Probably got to be on your P's and Q's.
Probably. And he gave me direction. He just gave me direction, you know, and
Did
he
he?
didn't, yeah.
Like how to do it right?
He didn't conversate a ton, but he would, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. You know?
Did you ever ask him about the Klan?
I didn't ask him about that, dude. I wanted to try and meet his lady, dude. I was trying to mill around and see if I could smell a pair of her pantaloons. You feel me, dude?
Even when you were a little kid?
I mean, at that time I was 15,
Dang.
man.
Oh,
and
so it
she
was kicking.
gorgeous.
Really?
Oh, my,
How
I
old
was
was she?
erect,
You wanted to
bro.
do more
I never
than
been
that,
more
though.
erect than I was back then.
Ever?
That is
Imagine
fucking wild.
that title if he did. Theo Von cucked David Duke.
That would be the greatest thing on the face of the planet.
But no, Theo Von, it's like it's a good example of someone that's in the know.
I have
that's
a music request I gotta play. from the title alone.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be horrible, but it's funny as shit. And this guy goes on tour and sings these songs. It's funny as shit. There's one song that's called "Fuck You, Bitch."
Yee, Lauren, yee.
Yeehaw! Good. This ain't Texas, honey. No, it is. The best thing with this song is to go into a bar and see someone doing karaoke to it, and just seeing all the old fucking people just looking around. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, come
All his
on.
music, all his music. That's not even the worst one. That's not even the worst one. That is the most tame song that he has too.
Nah, this is
He's
funny.
eating his boss's wife's.
What is
Dude,
he eating? Austin was James. I didn't hear you.
Trust
That's
me,
messed up, man.
trust me, it gets so much worse.
Fucked up, man.
But it's going into a cowboy bar, like I was trying to say, and there's this one song called "Me More Cowboy Than You." You know, probably heard it. It's on some fucking shit like that. I played that fucking song on there because it's a bunch of fucking people like just LARPing as cowboys, and I thought that shit was kind of homoerotic. And so I played that shit. The amount of people who were just pissed off at hearing that shit, because it's true. You know, it's a lot of people who pretend that they're hardworking men in the fields all day with the cows. Doing
Apparently,
cow
apparently
shit.
we missed the best part. Copyrighted for this song. That's gonna be the funniest copyright ever. Okay, look, you were right. Glad people want to know how I get away with a lot of the topics and conversations on my stream. One, not only am I a small channel, but there's a little button when you're setting up your streams that you click that's not for children. And then the TOS rules, they apply to you, but they are not as strict to you because you are not making content that is appropriate for children. And I have that auto selected for all my videos. So growth is slower. Growth is slower than usual, but you also deal with a lot less bullshit when you just don't make content for children. And you do halfway attempt to moderate.
Vietnamese and Jewish.
This is another request from the chat.
It's immediately I'm Vietnamese and Jewish. Already know it's
I'm Vietnamese and Jewish, which makes me a Viet Jew. God bless you.
I got a serious problem with this guy because first of all, well, you didn't say thank you to my liege, yeah, and you dress like a slob.
All we've done for the Jewish people, we've given you
Right.
our entire government, and what did you do other than commit genocide, which, as a Vietnamese person, you would think maybe we're against that type of thing, but...
That was actually quite funny.
Yeah.
Growth is slower than usual.
Shut the fuck up, woman.
I mean, with that forehead, though, you could guess why.
Like fucking women, man. Just fuck.
David Allen Coe Underground album is funny. Yeah, I mean, I remember the Jeff Foxworthy Christmas album and shit.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to check and see if the home dog skillets are ready to play or not. And we'll probably go for another 30 minutes while they do get ready if they're not. So.
Yes.
Oh, these brats are gone.
What?
I guess the homies got tired of waiting on me to stream. There might not be a
You got
gaming
left
stream after this.
Got left behind. You got left behind. You weren't deployed, man. I'm sorry, but you have to
Yeah,
stay
I wasn't
home
deployed
and,
with the homies.
You're not getting deployed to Gaza right now, dude. It's like that just sucks. You can't go and completely annihilate an entire group of people. It's just.
Well, I can still play. I can still do a gaming stream.
Yeah, but by yourself.
I mean, I can talk. I mean, it's not like playing DayZ or something boring by yourself. I can always hop in and play squad with people and be like, "Hello, Habibi, I'm here to save you, Habibi." I love playing as the terrorists in squad.
We are the men who love this just like you love your life. Soldiers of the day. They're just Islamic fucking Roblox groups that exist for some reason. It's I don't really play a lot of video games anymore, honestly. I'm boring. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs.
And as a Frenchman, you want to eat where the white folks eat. I get it.
Yeah. Even though I'm realistically
White on the bottom of your feet.
I am white all over. I am pale as fuck.
But you're French, Pantusa.
I am a Anglo-Norman LARPing as a Frenchman. So, we.
James, you want to play a few rounds of Splitgate?
Nah, I'm probably gonna go and head off because I'm tired.
That's fair, buddy. Anybody, if you want to join the panel, the link is right here. I'm posting it now.
Come debate me about how eating a cheeseburger and fries is un-American.
Right now, I'm talking to Panfusa and playing Splitgate.
But yeah, y'all have a good one though, and
You too, James.
take care, everyone, in the chat and here in the panel.
But a little bit later, I will be playing. I will be playing. Squad.
Squaw.
Squanch.
Squanchy. We're gonna squanch all of you, squanch. Squanch me.
But no, like. So what were you explaining about cheeseburgers before the kosher debate happened?
Well, it's what I said is that it's like I think that people who don't order when they go up to a burger joint or when they don't order a cheeseburger with fries, I think that it's un-American.
No, hold on. Wait. Yeah, yes, you should, because that is a good little Christian boy, and corrupting him will turn you into a harlot. All right, you be good when James is here. You be a good girl, if you will.
My DMs are always open, baby.
Beth was like, I want to be corrupted.
I'm tired of being fucking lonely.
James is too, apparently.
Nah, I enjoy my loneliness. I'm a hermit. I am the stoic sturf. I make my daily bread. But it's no, I was explaining how
Stoic
you know, yeah, stoic surf. Because it's the only reason I put it as like Panfusa is because everyone knows me as that. But I've been trying to essentially rebrand myself as stoic surf because I believe it is a little bit more. And I noticed it that it's essentially a kind of spin-off of Cultured Thug, and I didn't notice it until recently. So, but I'm sticking with it. The bread profile picture is the profile picture. It's quite literally simple, straight to the point. But, like I was saying, man, it's just like, if you order a cheeseburger, if you go to a place that has, cheese, that has burgers and fries, and you don't order a cheeseburger and fries, I think it's kind of un-American of you. If anything, it might kind of show that you're a communist. And he said something about, well, what happens if those who can't eat meat and cheese, are they un-American? And I said, kind of, yeah. And he said, well, what about the Smurfs? He said, are they un-American? I'm like, well, how is they un-American? Well, they can't eat meat and cheese together for some reason. And I'm like, well, then, yeah. And he's like, well, I don't do it because it gives me significant health benefits. I'm like, well, then I'm sorry to say it, but you're un-American and possibly a communist because, it's the obvious answer right here that if you don't order a cheeseburger with fries, specifically with fries, I think that, you're un-American. You're against the American Constitution. I think that you, if anything, are a communist or some weird anarchist subgroup. And I believe that because, think about it, it's probably the most American meal you can get. You have a German burger on top of 2 buns with pickles, lettuce, tomato, onions, ketchup and mustard, and maybe some mayonnaise. Some people like mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise on my burger, personally. And I don't mind it. It's actually pretty good. You should try it. And then the French fries, the fries, the frites, the papas fritas, for what you may say. You got that as a side. And, there's not...
You and Bumpkin kill me with the I love burgers, or I think burgers go
with I started that shit. Because I found it fucking funny as shit. And, and it's true. I do like cheeseburger and fries. but it's like, you know, you don't have to have a drink with it. You know, you can just eat the cheeseburger with fries, but you know, having a drink is pretty good option. You know, it's optional, you know, but it's a recommendation.
Lauren
No,
even wants to debate with you. She said a lot of Americans are lactose intolerant.
And well, there's vegan cheese.
Free Luigi! Free Luigi!
Free Luigi. What the fuck?
I'm playing
And
with a guy named Free Luigi.
I think Luigi Mangialoni would actually agree with me on many things because he says, you know, I think that we are especially in a very dark time in American history. I think that we have completely gone beyond the American Constitution and the steadfast point of the American people. And I think
Yo, let's go! We beat that ass, I'm sorry.
we did. We beat him.
A
We
large
did.
portion of Americans have lactose intolerance. But I should look at the stats before I speak. You know what? 1 Timothy 2:12. All right, woman.
That's not
Approximately
inherently true
30%
too, because majority of
of the Americans are lactose intolerant.
the Americans that are lactose intolerant, I'm not saying that it has to be a specific, like it has to be like real cheese. You know, it can be lactose intolerant cheese. It can be vegan cheese. Though I think you're a bitch if you do vegan cheese. Just be a fucking man. Get
Is
a
vegan
real
cheese real?
It is, and it tastes horrible, and it looks like shit, and it has like a gajillion chemicals in it. Vegan imitation food is probably the worst shit you could possibly eat because it is the definition of goyslop because it has so much harmful chemicals in it that to try to imitate flavor and preservatives and texture in order for vegans to pretend that they're eating meat because you have a mind virus that they think that butchering and slaughtering animals is bad because you know the animals we have literally domesticated for thousands of years that will physically not be able to survive in the wild by themselves are, you know, we shouldn't kill them, we should let them go free. But I digress. I think also a milkshake, you know, you can get you know, a lactose free milkshake. The same with the cheese. Now, I'm not anything against the burger. You know, people just have choices. But if you're just going to get a normal burger, just have the burger. You don't need to get the fries. You don't need to get the drink. Just gotta get a burger. You know, at that point, you get a double.
Trying to get
double
kills
patty.
with my pistol right now.
Yeah, and you know, and the thing is that you know, people who use pistols, you know, they sometimes, you know, you can't use you only got one hand, so you can't have the two hands for the burger and fries. So I think it's very important that sometimes just having a burger is pretty important. You know,
That's why you use the pistol so you can then.
Yeah, you can eat the burger while continuing to gun down civilians.
Communists.
Detroit. Communists.
Oh my
exactly,
lord.
Communists. Definitely not unarmed civilians.
Oh my god.
But it's I digress.
Look, we don't commit war crimes on this channel, sir. So war crimes are bad. Okay.
I support the Geneva Convention and I follow the rules of the Red Cross, but I digress. You know, it's
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were gay.
Yeah, I'm actually a homosexual. I'm also Jewish. Trans. Social liberal. You know, I have numerous amount of degrees in gender studies and Black awareness, and you know, I get cucked.
I'm not clipping this. This is staying.
It's gonna get clipped, you know. You know, but it's back to the point, you know. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with just having a burger, but a true American who has the ability to eat dairy and eat meat. Though I think if you can't eat meat, either you're just mentally ill or there's just no worth in living. Do it. Just
I can't believe he scared Dennison away. I can't believe he scared Dennison away either.
I scared him away.
No, Lauren did.
Oh, but but a true American, he orders a cheeseburger with fries because that's just an American meal. That is just like the Americanest meal you can get. And I think people who don't like that, I think that we have camps that re-educate.
Whoa! We can stop now. We're good on that, Chieftain. Chief Keef. Have to. Oh Lord.
We support the state of Israel here, sir. We yeah.
It's just called not being a bad person, Panfusa.
Sometimes I strive to do that.
Sometimes we just should be evil. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
it's very Nietzschean.
I always say on streams we should give war a chance.
Maybe just one more brother war. Maybe that's what we just needed.
Fucking ball. Put the ball back in the sack.
They say third time's a charm.
That's all I'm saying, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sitting here in my living room, and I think to myself, I might need a little bit more. Need a little bit more living room.
Oh my goodness.
I found some good Polish furniture. But it's are you playing?
What?
What were you going to say?
So if you keep on, I'm gonna go play Fortnite with a mixed woman. Is that upset you?
Yes. Are you playing digital basketball?
Yes. I'm good at 2K. All right, don't shame me. What's up, Not Laws? And yes, Lauren, you scared Dennison away. I can't believe you.
Horrible.
Horrible. Bad one.
That's really despicable.
Not Laws. Have you played the new Splitgate yet? Bro, I really don't like split ball. Oh, this is just Seek and Destroy, but for cartoon games.
I think people who play split ball, I think that they commit crimes.
I am a criminal.
They commit crimes, and they don't contribute to society, and that I think it's we did a mistake in bringing them here.
That is a wild ass statement, Panfusa.
Of course, I'm talking about digital androids.
Look at Darkhound. That is a digital android.
I like how it popped up right when I fucking said it, too. But it's they.
Bro, I couldn't lead worth shit last night when I was trying to aim. Like it was bad. Me and James got annihilated. It was bad.
I'm pretty good at first-person shooters.
I am too. That's what was annoying about it. Like I couldn't.
But then again, the last first-person shooter I played was Black Ops 2.
Oh, you an old head.
I'm only 23, dude. I'm not that fucking old.
I'm almost 10 years older than you. That makes me sad.
You were a fucking boomer.
First off, I'll kill you.
Couldn't even think of an insult.
My boomer brain didn't let. Oh my god!
You're just kidding. Fucked.
Yeah, I got into crossfire right there. Sad, tragic, even.
But it's no, but it's the last. Well, actually, no. Multiplayer wise, yes, it was Black Ops 2, but I have played the campaigns of some later Call of Duty games.
Black Ops? You played Black Ops?
Black Ops. I said Black Ops.
I do not like that. I do not like search and destroy or seek and destroy, even on Call of Duty. There we go. Team fucking deathmatch. Let's go. I do like split ball. I'm not gonna lie, but it's annoying when that's what all you've been playing for the past couple days. I like their deathmatch better.
Stop. It's the ball. They take it and they split it. Split ball is indeed of what it is, but it's people of the audience, remember to show your wonderful hard-earned shekels to the Griff Nation and the fucking $30 Whip It fucking donation.
Did you like that shit?
Yeah, that was funny. Instead of send me a coffee, send me fucking drugs.
Are whippets illegal? Because I buy them in the grocery store.
I think it's on the same level as THCA. It's that it's technically not illegal because it's a loophole. Because with whippets and nitrous oxide, with the chemical compound, technically it's the stuff you put inside of like the fucking like culinary creamers, the one that you held and you squeeze, or dental gas. So technically it's not, but it is if you're using it the way that you use whippets. It's like how THCA, it's not weed until you light it.
Oh.
So it's a legal loophole. So it is, but it's not. That's why vape stores can sell them, or other stores can sell them, because it's like a gray area.
Oh, almost ran off the map. I preferred bad. Yes! Oh my god! I'm convinced that Lauren is just a dude at this point.
Battlefield 4 was the last Battlefield I played.
Battlefield is always going to be better than Call of Duty, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, because it's fucking Battlefield. But it's
I like Battlefield 1, and I'm talking about the World War I Battlefield, not the first Battlefield.
Yeah. No, Battlefield 1 was a pretty nice game. I never played it, but I remember waiting for it to launch and everything. Is it bad that I'm starting to feel like really fucking old now? Because it did not feel like that was that fucking long ago, but that shit was released like almost 10 years ago.
You're ancient now?
I'm gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
I'm gonna die soon.
We're all gonna die soon. World War III is about to happen.
Total nuclear annihilation. Legalize nuclear bombs.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Do it. They should be recreational. I should be able to own a nuclear bomb in my own apartment.
You should. You should be able to.
I should. It's the same. It's the same argument as the cheeseburgers. You know, it's like what I'm saying, man. It's just like Un-American people just putting the wasp down. Shameful.
Oh my god, I was fucking retarded at the end. That's what I like, dude. I love playing Battlefield and keep them entertained real quick, man. Tell me the story, I gotta piss.
Battlefield was pretty cool because not only did it allow you to drive vehicles and essentially have teammates operate different parts in that vehicles, the fact that you could destroy the environment, the maps are wider, there was different set arrangements of classes and weapons, and the animations were better. I think Call of Duty appealed to a wider audience because it was extremely simple. It's a run and gun game. There wasn't any vehicles. There wasn't any extremely different thing, and it hopped on the craze trend of the Fortnite shit, where Call of Duty had like a gajillion skins for your guns, and I feel like that's what's kind of turning off a lot of people from Call of Duty because I don't want to have
Call of Duty. It's modern gaming in general.
True, but Call of Duty is a very big suspect of it because it's like the new Call of Duty is like what, like
we just gotta play. We just gotta punish AAA. We gotta play. We gotta play indie titles.
Yeah, but all the indie titles are the same fucking like game, pretty much.
Nah, dude, I love indie games. The only reason I don't play more is they already kind of get bored when I play online. It's only people that really like me for my personality or like the conversation. But like, so they watch. But like, indie games are fucking beast mode. I'll probably play some indie games soon. Or on the channel, honestly.
I do play some video games, but it's they tend to be like world building, survival, city building, or like RPG games because I like to build shits and build characters that are quite roleplay-ish. Sometimes I like to pretend that I'm a medieval peasant and I'm just living life back in like the fucking 1300s. There's simplicity and nobility in an easy life. I mean, not an easy life, but a simple life.
I like that Battlefield. You could destroy the environment, being able to destroy buildings with OP. Dude, I used to play Flight of the Valkyrie, and me and my friends would hop in the tank like boom, 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 boom. Or when you're hiding, I think it was Battlefield 4, hiding, like RPGs would give you PTSD when they come screaming by, or tanks fucking rush the building when you're in there, and it's like,
yeah. I remember it was like there was one map.
Fired, by the way. Call of Duty no skill. Yeah, dude, I remember sniping on Battlefield 4. I remember sniping and counter sniping. Did you ever do that on Battlefield?
The thing with sniping, the thing with Battlefield is that the gun physics and certain physics of weapon munitions and tanks and jets and everything, they actually had bullet drop and like almost like kind of like you actually have to understand what a scope does to understand what the fuck you're doing. Well, with Call of Duty, I can have a scope that's the shape of a scrotum and somehow still hit dead center on a guy and then he's dead, even though it's a 9mm round. Shouldn't really kill him, but
there was no better feeling on Battlefield than shooting halfway across the map, watch that bullet go do an arc and then find its target, and that fucking sound it does with its hit marker, and you just get the fucking cha-ching. It's like, yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. No, with Call of Duty, it's like there is skill to it, but thing is that the skill that takes Call of Duty is simply just reaction time and not necessarily like how Battlefield actually had like you have to understand. where Battlefield, you actually have to understand the weapon you're fucking using. It's like there's reasons why there was always that one guy who hogged the jet and was like holding up the fucking team by himself because he actually trained the jet his entire time.
Of course I know him. He's me.
I always liked playing with the tank. I always was a tank guy because I like
engineering or medic classes were my best, and I would either pick everybody up or destroy every vehicle. There is no better feeling than actually RPGing a fucking aircraft. I've done that like 3 times.
Well, the thing is that I would always get up with some buddies because it was back on when the PlayStation 3, and Battlefield 4. Me and some buddies of mine from like fucking middle school would hop on Battlefield 4 and fucking.
I wanted his baseball bat.
We would go fucking driving around in the tanks, and I would be the tank operator. And essentially, I would have a bunch of other people who would do basically everything else, and we would fucking wreck ass. And it took skill because if I decided I want to fly a jet, I don't know how to fucking fly a jet. I want to be a sniper, I have no fucking clue how to be a sniper, and it takes time.
What I love about living in America or like the West compared to other places, it's like there's a lot of people that learn how to code as passion projects. And you always have indie people that are like, "Fuck the mainstream, trying to make this for everybody. Let's make a new Battlefield, a new version of Battlefield where we just play and we make it like." Yes, not law. Hold on. Let me ask Lauren, what were you playing on the Nintendo 64? Because Nintendo 64 could be based. Oh shit, we're playing Domination. Jesus. And not laws, yes. RPGing a fighter plane in Battlefield where you just get it, where you get them. Like RPGing, no, more satisfying in Battlefield than RPGing an airplane is playing a tactical shooter called Rising Storm Vietnam, playing as the VC and shooting down the fucking Huey that's been mowing down all the Vietnamese on the map. That is like the most satisfying gaming feeling on the planet. That right there. I think that it hits hard. Oh damn! I just got my head taken off.
Yeah, but it's
Not laws. You identify as an attack helicopter.
I identify as a rocket-propelled grenade.
Lauren, I want to play you in Mario Kart, but I also would feel like I would hate you for blue. You seem like a chick who would blue shell people. Oh, I'm sorry. Friendly fire is obviously not on.
Yeah, but it's I don't know if you ever heard of a game called Foxhole.
Yes, I do play Foxhole.
I want to play that game so fucking bad, but I want a fuck ton of boys because I want to start making like little companies and just start fucking bum rushing the fuck. Because the thing is, it's like it is a very fucking like statistical.
You need a bunch of homies to play it. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, because it's like there has to be a logistic organization, there has to be a transport, there has to be the front infantry, navy, fucking everything, and that's what I fucking love about it. Because
me and the homies, we did a campaign where we were just running logistics from a port, and the amount of people you need just to operate a ship, you need a squad in of itself for the ship alone.
Yeah, but it's like none of that game's fun looking.
Like I said, I want to play Lauren. I want to play Lauren in Mario Kart, but I get really angry when people blue shell me. And like the more billion green shells running across the map in Mario Kart is annoying. Never played this map before, in case you couldn't tell. I also get annoyed when my team can't like hold down points in these domination style games.
Are you helping your team?
Yes, I am. I've captured the point multiple times.
Yeah. I remember when I used to like really fucking play TF2. Like almost like competitively play it.
Oh god, he's got the hit 'em stick.
No, no. I always played as medic or the heavy, and usually I would main medic. And the thing is that everyone's pushing up, and there's always that one fucking soldier that's just like bum rushing the other team, and it's like we're like deep in enemy territory, and he's getting mad at me for not joining him. He's like, "Come on, dude, you need to come on." And I'm like, "No," because the point of the thing is that we as a team are supposed to push up together. But if we all just try to push up on our own individual ways, we're not gonna fucking win.
You are. I identify as a Stinger missile. Nah, I suck at Mario Kart. Nintendo 64 is much harder to play than it was when I was younger. Just gotta get good, Scrub. You just gotta get good. Have you ever played the Wii version of Mario Kart, Panfusa?
I think.
I like me and my black adopted younger brother would play, and that little motherfucker was great. Is like a master at Mario Kart. All right, I ain't even gonna front. He was like the best I've ever seen anybody play. He could do the fucking drifting so fucking perfectly.
My upstairs neighbors are making rap music.
Huh?
My upstairs neighbors are making rap music.
They're making or they're listening to rap
They're
music?
making it.
What the hell was that? I hit that motherfucker right with that grenade. You played Wii Mario Kart. Did you blue shell your brother? You seem like a girl that would blue shell.
I had a Wii when I was a kid. And I'd play like Super Mario Galaxy, played like Kirby Yarn Land or some shit. Couple other. Yeah. Fuck. I'm sorry, I'm tired as fuck.
You're tired? Sorry.
No, you're good. I worked today. That's why.
My shots are whiffing. I'm also getting tired. Yeah, apparently
we need to... Go ahead.
Apparently the homies don't want to play.
Damn.
It's tragic.
It's tragic.
I think they also got tired. Everybody's got jobs and shit. How many fucking headshots do I gotta land for you to die?
Yeah.
All of them, apparently.
We need that Whip It care package to keep us awake, guys.
Yeah,
$30 donation.
Then I gotta go to the store, get them. I have my Whip It can actually beside me on my desk.
I have done Whippets once, and I don't see the hype behind them.
They're not to be hyped about. It's not something you get addicted to. It's a fun party drug to do, like laugh. It's not even really a drug.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, but I shall say my final goodbyes.
All right, goodbye.
Members of the audience, Romans, citizens, remember to donate to the Griff Nation. And that, with your humble and just donation, we will be able to buy expensive, bougie shit.
Like Whippets.
For the glory of Grifton. So goodbye.
All right, thanks for coming, Panfuza.
Yes.
All right, since everybody's gone, I'm actually gonna make it where y'all can hear the game. If it's too loud, let me know. But nah, fucking. You had a Wii and you played strip poker or strip Wii Sport. How does that even work? If you get a gutter ball, you gotta get naked or something? That is wild to me.
Hot Zone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
That is awesome. You should play the rules to Nudie Booty fucking Wii Sport. That legitimately scared the fuck out of me right there. Not gonna lie to you.
Capture in progress. Hold your ground.
Oh, that was.
Watch out! Enemies going for a capture. New power weapon in the arena.
Oh no, my game crashed. That's funny. Damn, my game crashed. Hold on 1 second. It won't even let you adjust the audio yet. I'm glad I didn't have anything incriminating on my desktop. Somebody's playing Roidcraft. That's crazy. RIP, LOL. Luckily, I have a gaming computer, so I'm already back in the game, but let me turn it down a little bit. It didn't like you guys. I'm going to cut the master volume to 40. Alright, we'll do 50 because it was at 0.75. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Anybody can click the link and come on panel if you want. I'm just bored. The homies were supposed to play. They didn't play. Let me not bring up Discord right now. You'll see all my incriminating things on Discord. Because I'm full screening this ish. Oh, man. The latency's not bad, but it is a little bit buggy for Streamlabs. So, is it still loud, Lauren? I got stood. Nah, I was hanging with y'all too long, and the homies got tired of waiting. One of them flaked out and said, "My girlfriend won't let me play."
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
Well, I feel like that's still
Time to go out there and show what you
loud.
got. Smash it. Score the most kills to win the match.
There we go. That shouldn't be too loud for you guys.
To the lead.
Now it's too low. Don't you fucking dare either. Something told me to light that fucking portal up. I should have listened to myself. That is wild.
New power weapon in the arena.
He's gonna get the fuck him up baseball bat. Tragic even. This is the best? Alright, cool. Fuck you. Ooh. Ah, damn it. This is why I never bother to pick up weapons. I always get distracted by them and then get shot in the back. It's like, ooh, it's like a trap. Damn, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Jesus Christ.
5 kills to go.
Victory is close. Don't back down.
Unfortunately, I guess I did get stood up on squad day. Tragic. Oh, lordy.
3 kills to go. 2 minutes to go.
James is unfortunately asleep, and James don't want to play squad. Or James don't want to play. Bumpkin's at work.
You won the round.
I wonder if that butthead ever downloaded fucking. I wonder if he ever downloaded squad. Oh, lordy.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Damn, I just got some news. Apparently Job Corps are shutting down nationwide, like ending. Apparently. Yeah, that's gonna be great for America. That's wild. We don't do that here. Oh, a random bullet hit me in the dick.
New power weapon in the arena.
Oh my god. What the hell? That was a fucking riot shield. I think after this round I'm gonna end the stream because apparently a friend of mine wants to talk to me. He's upset about Job Corps being shut down because he's currently
The other
in
team
Job
is
Corps.
halfway to winning. No more easy
So.
deaths.
I think he's worried and I gotta go be a good friend and be there to hear him vent. So for the 5 of you who watch the show, I appreciate you all. But after this round, I think I'm gonna end the show. Oh shit! I feel like a fat boy. Oh man, that's a great gamer tag.
Closing in on the win. Don't let them get there.
Hey, he sat me the fuck down, didn't he? He said, "Go take a time out. Look like you're tired."
Two minutes to go.
I swear to God, I was lighting his face up.
Round block.
Crazy.
Shake it off. Next round's ours.
But Lauren, I don't want to go be a good friend. You are being testy today, young lady. That is wild. I don't want to be a good friend. In fact, I want to be a bad friend. I hate ending it on a loss. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching and gaming with me today. And I've been going on for almost 3 hours, and it has been wonderful to have you all. somebody's being testy today. I think it's because of that big ass forehead. Got a lot to think about there. But God bless you. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Get you some rest. And for those of you out there, for y'all single ladies, remember you got to have somebody tell you, please go drink some water.
And Tropicana gets its roof torn off, Tropicana Stadium that the Tampa Bay Rays play in. And if you look into it, Tropicana orange juice was created in 1947 at the same time the U.S. military did their first ever experiment on a hurricane. You guys look it up, 1947, first experiment on a hurricane. Bradenton, Florida is where Tropicana orange juice was created, in Bradenton. So you just happen to have Anderson.
I've had non-sexual orgasms within my body, pleasures that I didn't know were possible.
Fuck yeah.
There's another short hat.
You deserve that, wrestler.
It's true. You do this.
It's damn near like a rite of passage in this. Oh my god, it's working. Mandy says that Dolly grips harder than me. This is fucking unacceptable.
Get cold out, bitch. You don't grip enough.
I really haven't been grifting hard enough. You guys, I just found out I have
Check cancer in your pee-pee.
You have cancer.
All right, but seriously, donate some fucking money. It's just because I might have cancer and just not know about it.
And to be fair, that is untreated, unknown cancer is the worst type of cancer because it's untreated.
Right,
so I think
and unknown.
For untreated cancer people, get out your wallets, open your wallets, open your heart.
I can't believe I have the worst type of cancer there is. This is tragic. I just need some money to
God is so the stillness is so gentle. The silence is powerful. See, because it's through the silence of our listening and our seeking that God reveals the wisdom. The wisdom is realized in the silence from within you. The silence within you is beyond the mind chatter, behind those gossiping and controlling voices that are always around, whether it's in your ears or around. There's voices and gossip and voices and words that want to control you, want to interrupt your peace, interrupt your silence. You choose what you allow.